All right, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, this is an educational channel, and we try to check out theories, discoveries, and concepts that you may not be familiar with, walk you through it, and hold your hand if necessary. Sometimes the material is difficult mentally or emotionally, and it's always a little bit difficult in terms of the digging involved. And so this is mostly a channel for rather gung-ho diggers. I know there are plenty of you out there, and this is a feature that is called Your Blind Side, number 42. And this is for the people out there that are doing the digging on the front lines of the info war. These are things that you might want to check your blind side, look at your blind spots, your Achilles heels. These are things that probably aren't going to immediately affect you, but down the line, um, things that maybe need to be shored up or kept in mind. And I just want to talk about red pilling a little bit here today, 101, and just, all of us at some point, uh, you know, had our awakening, our red pilling moment, the moment where probably wasn't pretty, where we recognized that we were being lied to, where we recognized that what we thought we believed in fell apart like a house of cards. And um, we were left with nothing. What are we supposed to believe in? What are we supposed to do? How do we proceed? Uh, and it probably hurt emotionally. Um, you know, these people that I trusted betrayed me. And um, who can I trust? And then ultimately the answer came down to I can trust myself. And that's about it. And other people probably are not trying to, you know, uh, fool me on purpose, but everybody has so much bad information that they inherited that they may do so by accident. But anyway, um, I think um, one real red flag is when you hear somebody in the movement, which I do on a surprisingly frequent basis, to say, when I woke up, or for those of us who are awake, or, um, you know, I'm awake and you're asleep. Um, to me, that's a huge red flag because, you know, waking up is a process. It's somewhat, I think, of a punctuated process. Uh, it's not like a gradation. You don't just wake up, um, on a sliding scale, but you have awakening events. Like you don't just wake up. You wake up in stages. You wake up a little bit. Now, you may have some big stages, or some that you have that you feel like, uh, wow, that was a really big, um, especially the first event. You know, that was my first awakening. But then, I mean, this has been going on for me since 1990 or something, and it seems like almost every year I have like some big epiphany of like, oh wow, I thought I already, I thought I knew better than to buy into this, but it turns out that I hadn't examined this. It seems like just about every year I have there's a new level of awakening that comes, and um, it's humbling, humiliating, just to myself. Like, how could I not see that after so many years of doing this, and I still didn't see that? And I just found out about it now. Um, so who knows what's coming for me in the next year? But I'm sure there'll be something, and I'm sure it'll put me in my place. And I think it's a good process in general because you're on your toes and light on your feet, and you are still aware of the pitfalls of dogma and belief systems and inheritance and um, culture. So when you hear somebody who talks about, when I woke up, or for those of us who are awake, um, that implies that they feel like the process is already over. And that is um, one of the main things I think that we need to guard against. They feel like they woke up, they have arrived, and they have reached their destination, and there's no more evolution that needs to happen. Maybe evolution isn't quite the right word, but there's no more awakening. There's no more of this process that needs to keep going. That I'm already there, so I'm no longer looking to, you know, keep going. I'm kind of I'm standing pat where I am because I'm fully awake, and I think that is going to be one of the big Achilles heels of the movement moving forward. Is that there are a lot of people out there that are stuck like that, where they um, don't recognize the process, and instead have just felt like that it was a destination. That okay, this is a we are the red pilled people. Well, red pilled is like a past tense. There, believe me, there are going to be plenty more red pills that need to be taken by all of us before we move forward into any type of golden age. The golden age is not going to admit any backward thinking, I dare I say conservative um, points of view. We're moving forward into the future, and there might be some core aspects that we are able to take forward, um, but like even our DNA is very subject to change, uh, if you even believe in that. And or what I'm saying is just all the way down to our genes, or all the way down to our very, I guess the Hebrew word is selem. Um, the we are we've got to move forward, and so there's a lot of this movement that I think wants to move backward, back to the way it used to be, and um, that might be comfortable, and it might be good in the short run, but that's not where we're headed, unfortunately, and that's not even going to be possible. And so you might as well accept that at this point and get ready for a roller coaster, because that's coming. You're either going to be ready for it or you're not going to be, but you're still going to end up having to take the ride. Okay, like, share, subscribe, comment, contribute, And remember to watch your blind side.